In on a Friday night with some late breaking news as the November election continues to make its way through our court system. A judge says former Republican candidate Kari Lake, who lost the election, has the right to inspect some of the ballots. She is allowed to look at a sample of a total of 150 ballots. Now, this includes 50 randomly selected ballot-on-demand printed ballots cast on Election Day and 50 randomly selected printed ballots which were marked spoiled on Election Day. Lake can choose the 6 vote centers where those ballots came from.
She can also inspect 50 randomly selected early ballots and choose the batch of results those come from. But a judge denied Lake's request to copy and photograph ballots. The inspection is set to begin Tuesday morning.